Magda Havas. Sorry about your early retirement ending and coming back, but I could see why. The work is valuable. People are at risk, including the cannabis community. I was wondering if you could address them on a video, on a personal level. Maybe do a reenactment of a grow tent, grow light, AV, uh, UB, A and B, Bluetooth enabled, Wi-Fi enabled, the Grow app, and with a smart meter on it. And just see what kind of numbers we're getting in the sleeping area of the mother and father, as well as the children's room, as well as the neighbors. Dirty electricity as well, body voltage, all of that. So I know you like to do a lot of research work. So not trying to make it sound like these people are an experiment, because they're not. They're people that are healers in their eyes. And hopefully they can become more of a healer with the information between you and Environmental Health Trust, as well as everyone else involved. There's so many of them. Dr. Klinkart, in his 10-case study, as well as Martin Paul, EMF, the major cause of autism, this whole thing with electronic smoking devices is pretty ridiculous. I'd like to see a body voltage on that. My initial presentation for this video was going to be on a Bic lighter to see about the heavy metals that you get from flicking it, landing it on your skin. A pack of cigarettes is 20. So, do you hit it every single time? Probably not. So more than 20. And if you're a cannabis user, what, another 20? 50, I think, is modest. But I'm thinking that you could get 2 Bic lighters, and I know that the flints are going to you don't need to. But the flint is going to weigh differently. But I'd say weigh it out and do 100 or whatever. And then you can get an idea on the amount of actual heavy metals landing on the skin, breathing it in, whatever. I don't know if you have the testing equipment. I know there is some out there. But what is the amplification of all that metal landing on your hand and then hitting a dab pen? I'm just kind of curious. So this is the I guess it's just adding to the video, I guess. But this was a major one. So you have the background in EMF and all forms of it, everything. I've watched every single one of your videos probably multiple times, and everything over at Environmental Health Trust. Like the 4-hour-long lectures, yeah, I've watched them all. So the increase of bacterial growth with EMF, now, they're having a problem, well, at least this guy is, and maybe you can get in contact with this company, because he's doing testing right now, but he still needs more. So get that name in there so you can see it. This is where you're going to need 2. I don't know why the lighter thing, I was thinking of 2. But this you need 2. So get 2 pre-rolls and 2 dab pens. Leave the other 2 out in a normal average EMF field or whatever. But the other 2, put it right tight next to a cell phone. And do testing every 8 hours of it going back in the pocket. And it's not going to be like you could get a better reading if someone is using it, because it's oxidizing oil. So I know it's going to be more. So I think you should, I don't want to put anybody in danger, but if they're doing it already, if anybody's willing to, sacrifice it for science, take the pen out for the normal day of work, use it as normal, but always put it in your pocket where your cell phone is, where it shouldn't be. Read your about page. I don't know, it's programmed. I got to say it. It's just like a bus about ready to hit you. Hey, there's a bus ready to hit you. So I think that the numbers are going to be high. And when you think about it, your bud usually doesn't go in your pocket. People are pretty perceived on like keeping it intact. Perceived. They're very careful with your bud. They want it to be in mint condition. So I'm thinking it's not going in their pocket next to their cell phone. But yeah, I know the levels are going to be high. And then the next one, which I was going to put it for building biologists, but I know you could do it because I know you have a meter. Okay, so you're, I know you have background in so many degrees as well as environmental health trust. So the 5 millimeter wavelength. Now 2.4 is a microwave. I don't have a testing equipment for this, but I was just trying to curious, just so growers that are out there, breeders, or even the general, you know, plain Jane guy or whatever that wants to save their seeds that they spent lots of money and lots of time on collecting. What is the best route to go to safeguard those seeds from 5G? I was going to think, buy it used, well intact, throw a phone in there, call it, see if it rings, get a good door seal around it, and put them in a microwave. I mean, it handles 2.4, but I don't. There's so many different frequencies for 5G. What would be the best alternative? Even though that's already a Faraday cage, would adding in the right type of fabric safeguard those seeds from 5G? And what are the implications? I don't know if you would have the answer or if Environmental Health Trust would have the answer. But what is the environmental factors of storing those seeds in a smart freezer or smart refrigerator? That is the normal routine for breeding, is to store your seeds inside of a refrigerator. What is the EMF levels of a smart refrigerator, and what are the known damages? Like I've went through quite a few papers, and there's a lot on damage by EMF with seeds on germination. How much more is this is going to be attacking those seeds? I don't know how else to put it, because they go through transit, they go through, and they get thrown all over the world through the mail, you know, as well as the seed bank itself. I mean, is it good for a seed bank to be fully Wi-Fi, 5G, and the seeds just sitting there getting blasted with all that EMF? I mean, this is new. It's never been here before on the planet. Well, thank you for your time, Dr. Magda Havas. Please address the cannabis community. They would be very interested in knowing this, as well as if you can do a demonstration on the effects of all these electronic devices, you name it, whatever. If it's Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, put it down. Even a cordless phone, smartwatch, you name it. What is the taxation to the endocannabinoid system with all those EMF? I mean, it's a microwave device right up your head, CB1, CB2 receptors right there.